What's up YouTube? It's your girl AK and we are back with another video. Boom! I feel like I always start my video in my room. I don't know why. Anyways, y'all, I gotta give y'all a update on this crazy trade I caught actually 2 weeks ago, right? These past weekends, y'all, I've been super busy. I've been out. Like, I've been going like every weekend, so I haven't had time to like post my trades. I did catch a really big trade on my prop firm account, right? It was a crazy 1 to 7R. It was over $900, almost $1,000 trade. If I would have held it a little bit longer, it would have been $1,000. I'll put the screenshots right here. Boom, right? We're just gonna go ahead and break down the trade and kind of explain why I took that trade and what made me enter. This trade was on USDJPY. Yeah, I hope I can remember my thought process because that was literally 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break it down for y'all. Without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah. So we are about to show the breakdown of this USDJPY trade. Let me correct myself. It was projected to be a 1 to 7. I actually closed it a little shorter than a 1 to 7, like a 1 to 6.5, but very close to a 1 to 7. I'm gonna explain why I closed, but I probably should have held. I'm gonna explain why. This is the trade on USDJPY, right? As you can see, I actually had 2 entries. The first one was about a 1 to 7. The second one was a 1 to 3, right? Let's just talk about this first entry real quick. Basically, as you can see, we're currently on a 2 hour. Let me jump back, right? So I knew overall we were actually bullish long term. So this is actually a counter trend trade that I took. Pretty risky, right? But UJ is one of my most studied pairs that I'm pretty comfortable with taking counter trend trades. So that's what I took here, right? But yeah, as you can see, obviously like UJ is on this obvious uptrend, but I saw that at some point like we had huge gaps down here that price needed to come down and fill, right? So I knew at some point price was gonna come back down and fill that gap. So I took advantage of that. So as you can see, I jumped down to a 4 hour and I started to notice like right here, and I'm gonna actually rewind price so y'all can see it. So we tried to take out this high, but price actually failed. Price could not get above this high at all. It actually stopped here and it started making lower highs, and that was my sign that like, hey, we're about to start heading down. So once I saw that, that kind of gave me my confirmation to look for short-term sales. Right here on the 4 hour, we're making higher highs, right? Higher highs. I knew that like if we broke this low right here, then we're basically bearish, right? We're basically shifting bearish. So I was just waiting for that shift to structure. And I actually got my entry on the 2 hour. So if I jump to a 2 hour, you can see right here that price eventually did break this 4 hour area entry. So we broke this 4 hour low, and I waited for price to come back and retest, right? Because we are break and retest traders, right? So I waited price to come back and retest this area, and once I saw price was retesting and we started like closing below this area, that's when I went ahead and like decided to get in. Stop loss was above these wicks up here, and take profit, I was aiming for the next psychological level. Again, the reason why I was aiming for this psychological level, again, if you look on the daily, we had all these gaps to fill down here, right? So I was pretty confident that price was going to get all the way back down there. Plus, when it comes to UJ loves to reverse at psychological levels. So I just know that like that's just a great target, like personally. Just from trading the pair, I just know it like hands down. So that's why I chose the psychological level, right? And we went ahead and entered this trade. Now, like I said, we actually did enter a second position, right? Price did this little thing, right? And then made a huge drop, right? At some point, price started retracing. I saw this as a second opportunity to get into the trade, right? Again, I'm a break and retest trader. So what I'm seeing right here, all I'm seeing is price doing market structure. Price is making lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So I see we have this retracement right here. I'm like, okay, we're just coming back to retest this area. If price doesn't break this high, I'm safe to enter another position. And that's exactly what I did right here. I noticed that price actually came back in to retest this area, right? So price, again, all we're making is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. I know that if we're in a downtrend, we're following market structure, this high will not be able to break this high, right? So I saw price come back. We're retesting this previous broken structure, right? And once I saw this candle like breaking below this candle right here, as you can see, that's kind of where I look to get in, like around like this area. And really, I think I even entered on the 15 minute to see if it's more accurate. So yeah, on the 15 minute, yeah, okay, that's what I did. So on the 15 minute, basically, I saw in the 15 minute we were making higher high, higher high. But once I saw in the 15 minute that we were shifting structure, we got like this head and shoulder pattern right here. Head, I'm sorry, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? So basically 15 minute, I knew that like, okay, if we start to make lower lows again, we're heading down, right? And that's what we basically did, right? We were making highs and then we started to shift low, and then we broke structure right here. We broke this 15 minute structure, and that was, sorry, in this point when we broke 15 minute structure, that was my entry, right? So I had my entry right here. I had my stop loss above the head of the head and shoulders, right? And yeah, the rest was history, right? The second position was a 1 to 3, and I just let it ride out. Or I should have let it ride out, right? I actually got out around here, and the reason I got out around here was because I was looking at my phone at the time, and I saw like we kept rejecting, like it just took a while for price to kind of get here, so I felt kind of like uneasy, so I just went ahead and took it out because we were so close to TP. But eventually it did end up hitting my TP. As you can see, we did end up breaking it, even going lower. So this just goes to show it's always best to just set and forget and just let it hit your full TP. I didn't do that, so I didn't follow my rules fully. That is shame on me. But overall, we still had a great trade. We still made a profit of about, I think it was like 927 or something like that. I'm gonna throw it up here so y'all can see it again. I'm so hurt because I actually wanted to buy it back up because I knew long term on the daily that we were bullish, right? But I just was not at my charts at this time. Like that Monday or that Sunday night, I don't know what I was doing, but I was not on my charts, and I saw it just fly up, and I was so heartbroken, y'all. I was like, it left without me. Like I was so hurt, but it's okay. It's okay. We're actually currently in another trade right now. I'm currently holding a GA sale right now. We just got in Friday. I'm looking to hold this down some more. So I'm actually leaning away from profit earners now. I want to trade more of my personal account. Like profit earners are cool, but like sometimes they be doing weird things that I just don't like. Some of the rules I just don't mess with. Like personal accounts are just way more free, right? And it was just this one incident that they did that just really made me mad the other day, and I was kind of just, that was kind of like my final straw, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with the profit earners. I just want to trade personal because I'm doing really good. Like my results are coming back really well. Like I've been doing a lot better, so I feel like maybe I should just like save up for a big account on my personal and just trade from that and just be able to withdraw, whenever I want to. Except it's gonna be bigger and I'm gonna have like bigger payouts. Well, not payouts, bigger withdrawals, right, for myself. So, and the reason why I was just so irritated was because I entered this trade last Friday, right? I plan on holding it through the weekend into this next week. And for some reason, the prop firm stopped me out this trade, right? I don't know why it tried. I guess it was maybe when it came back up, but I checked it on the broker. It never hit my stop loss. It stopped me out, and then it took more money than what I risked in the original trade, which was crazy to me. I only risked 125. It took 200. It made 0 sense to me, right? So when that happened, I was just like, you know what? I'm okay. Like I just don't want to trade the prop firms no more. Plus, I've been getting like crazy 1 to 7 Rs, 1 to 5 Rs, and I gotta wait until I hit like 15% before I can withdraw anything. And to me, it's just like, right. I don't want to do all that. Like if I can catch a cool 1 to 5, 1 to 7, I want to take that out the next day, right? I want to enjoy that the next day. So that's why I'm kind of like not feeling the prop firms no more. I feel like going the personal route, the personal account route is just better for me. So that's what I'm leaning more towards. Let me know what y'all think. Are y'all doing prop firms? Y'all doing personal? Y'all let me know. But I hope you enjoyed this breakdown video. Again, I just wanted to break it down. Sorry it took so long to post, but we're back on the train. We're going to try to be consistent again. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you thumbs up. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Joining my swing trading journey as I'm documenting my journey to show that financial freedom is possible, right? That's my whole goal of this whole channel, just to show that it's possible. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you for supporting. I hope you have a great, blessed, and amazing day. Thank you guys. Bye.